look at you. You came crawling back from New York. Please.
That's not a showman. That's a...
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots.
Watch yourself before you get checked.
Who gonna check me, boo?
I don't give a about your girl! I...
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
You're meant to be in London. This is the business trip. Are you for real? Is this real? Is this a joke? Is this a joke? Adam! Well, say something for God's sake! What are you doing here? Let me see who you are. Who are you?
Adam, what's the shouting?
I'm his missus, is what the shouting is.
What?
I'm his missus. Yes.
Mrs. Delivery Driver.
Can
we have the food now, please?
Are you really doing that? Are you for real? We live together. We live together, and I've lived together for about 3 years now, and he told me that he was on a business trip. And I'm not joking you. I'm not joking you. How long's he been with you?
A few months now.
You pig!
You're not staying here.
Good. And you're not coming home.
Where can I go then?
You can go to the gutter where you belong, you...
Just behind the high street, right in the middle of town, Gwent police raid a disused building in Abertillery. Inside, hundreds of mature cannabis plants fill every room.
It seems to be one of the larger operations that we've come across.
It's the latest farm the force has found in an empty retail property. Back in October, 3,000 plants were uncovered, growing across every floor of this old department store, right in the centre of Newport.
But it's not just in this corner of the country where there's a problem.
From a bingo hall in Barry to a disused bank in Dudley, high streets from Aberdeenshire to Weston-super-Mare have all been raided by the police. It's a business model which the police say also depends on human trafficking and serious violence to thrive, as organised crime groups profit from the high street's demise.
Look.
Just like with black people, you're not black, sir, and I understand racism more than you. Amen, I'm not going to let you get away with that one. Be considerate. Be considerate of other people's beliefs and views. If you are considerate and empathetic of everyone else and how they perceive the world, you might just find yourself leading with equality, just so you know. I'll finish it there.
Let me just say something.
Please.
You don't have to lecture me.
No, I have to when you say things like that, with all due respect.
You don't, because I sit in the middle trying to see both sides of things.
But did you finish with mine? Did you finish with mine? You finished with race. And this is a right-wing channel.
Again. I'd finished with everyone. I'm trying to say you did not.
And then you finished with validating his point, not mine.
In Northern Ireland.
You're right, I didn't.
Where a flag represented something political and anti to a certain religion in Northern Ireland. I did. I had to live with it.
And just like with black people, you're not black, sir, and I understand racism more than you.
Give me a break.
With all due respect. Right, so you're right. You're right. For a white person, so you're right. I haven't experienced racial discrimination or prejudice or bias in regards to being white. But what I have done is experienced it being
black. Do you know what?
Amen, we're the same, babes.
Famously centrist BLM over there.
Not the communists and not the Marxists. So there are a lot of black people that actually see themselves in the Union flag. And what's unfortunate is that we've had all of these riots recently, and they keep going on about how British they are. That's the truth. I used to think prejudice, racism, Islamophobia, bigotry, Union Jack. Now, because of the riots, because of the far-right individuals, now my black female self from King's College London, who was born here in England, now associates Britishness with, obviously, the Union flag and, of course, now the far-right.
A
12-year-old boy has become the youngest person convicted in connection with nationwide public disorder in the UK. He admitted to violent disorder charges after throwing a missile at a police van and participating in unrest in Manchester on the 31st of July. The court heard he was part of a group outside a Holiday Inn that was housing asylum seekers and was also filmed kicking the window of a passing bus. Due to his age, the boy can't be named, and we understand another 12-year-old is set to appear in Liverpool Youth Court facing similar charges.
Katie Price has been arrested at Heathrow Airport and taken into police custody. The former model failed to attend court for a bankruptcy hearing on the 30th of July, and so the judge issued a warrant for her arrest. At a hearing in February, Price was ordered to pay 40% of her monthly income from OnlyFans for the next 3 years in relation to her first bankruptcy. She was then declared bankrupt for a second time in March because of an unpaid tax bill of more than £750,000. Price had been due to face questions in the Specialist Bankruptcy Court in London, but it's thought the former model was in Turkey instead. She had bandages on her face when she was arrested at Heathrow Airport. Judge Burton, who issued the warrant, said that Ms. Price had offered only piecemeal cooperation, failing to provide the most basic information in relation to her bankruptcies.
Teresa Giudice's husband, Louis, and private investigator Bo Dietl are being sued for allegedly hacking computers for harassment and abuse against Vanessa Reiser, an ex-fiancé of the Real Housewives of New Jersey star. So the lawyers alleged in their suit that Louis did so with criminal, reckless, malicious, fraudulent intent devised to defraud the plaintiffs and cover up their own misdeeds. I feel like we've talked about Louis in the past when it comes to like computer hacking and things like this, but this seems to be on a whole other level.
Yeah, these allegations are pretty serious. We have talked about Louis and, the placement of individuals to try to get information. And, we've previously said, well, if someone poses as a friend or a patient, then, maybe that's okay. But you certainly can't hack into someone's computer, access their email or social media. That's unlawful. This is unlawful if the allegations are true. And if, Teresa and others can prove that, then they're entitled to money damages.
Forward, Sunfire! Full stack!
Whose dragon is that? His Grace the King.
Stalwart men of House Targaryen! Your king has joined you! Dracarys! The one true king, Aegon Aemon!
Thank you. Thank you.